Okay, guys, Hugo here from Ortus Studio. So, picture this. You spent hours, maybe even days, perfecting your cold outreach campaign. Every word of your message has been carefully crafted. Your follow up sequences are on point. You've even set up multiple inboxes to send emails at scale. Like, you're ready to go. But here's the catch. Now comes the hard part. Who are you actually sending these emails to? You can't just fire off thousands of emails without a solid list of potential leads. Finding high quality leads, I'm sure people have done this as well, is the difference between hitting send and just sitting back and letting the responses roll in, or just wasting time sending emails into the void. And attempting to send thousands of emails manually, it's just slow and it's going to be impossible to scale effectively. Most people doing cold outreach hit the same brick wall. There just aren't enough leads to keep the momentum going. You might find a handful of contacts here and there, but it's not going to be nearly enough to sustain the campaign at scale. Fewer leads mean fewer sales and an unhealthy pipeline. Even with the best sales pitch in the world, it doesn't matter if no one's listening. The more leads you have, the more opportunities you create. And with that steady flow, you're not just missing out on potential sales, you're going to be massively falling short of your growth goals. So the key to success is getting your name in front of more potential customers. So guys, in this video, I'll show you how to find thousands of verified leads in seconds using listkit.io, which means no more need for complex data scanning or hiring a VA. This tool does the does the heavy lifting for you, and what you'll see is actually incredibly straightforward to use. Well, before we dive into the demo, let's just address one of the big elephants in the room. The biggest bottleneck in cold outreach is finding quality leads. To run a cold email campaign, you need to set up your inboxes correctly. Like, we're talking about SPF records, DKIM records, DMARC records, like you get the picture. But the real challenge is finding high quality leads whose inboxes are still active and whose data isn't outdated. You don't want to be getting replies once you've done all the legwork, getting your inboxes set up, you've written the campaigns saying this person no longer works here. It's incredibly frustrating, and ultimately outdated data is going to tank your outreach efforts by landing you in the email spam. And ultimately, the more times you land in spam, the quicker your domain reputation is going to get affected long term. Popular source is Apollo.io. I'm sure all of you have heard of that. Some of you may have heard of it, but also another one is Zoom Info. Both are widely used for lead gen, but here's the issue with Apollo. Their data is often out of date. When you pull a list, it's not just you pulling it. Anyone in the same segment could be grabbing the exact same data. And what I mean by that is, let's say you find a list of 10,000 contacts, but you only need 800 of those leads. If the next person coming along had the exact same thought process of wanting the exact same data set out of a 10,000, but pulled 800, everyone gets offered the exact same 100 leads. There's no uniqueness. There's no exclusivity. Like they don't mix it up 1 to 800. It's just the same list in chronological order of 1 to 800. That's where Listkit shines. Unlike Apollo, Listkit, as I just said, it mixes it up. So when you put a list of 800, you get a fresh, unique set from that data set of 10,000 tailored to you. So it's not the same recycled leads that everyone else is grabbing. The second option is to hire VA on Fiverr or Upwork, so to scrape the leads for you. But again, those leads might be outdated and there's little way to verify the quality. You're going to ultimately find out later what the quality is like. So guys, drum roll please. Listkit.io. God, I sound like such a salesman here. I'm actually not being paid for this, by the way, but it is a really good software. So yeah, the game changer you've been waiting for, Listkit.io. So Listkit is built by lead gen experts who basically know the struggle of outreach, of cold outreach. And this tool is designed specifically to tackle all the common problems I've literally just laid out a minute ago. So no more outdated lists, no more wasting time filtering, the same leads as everyone else. And the best bit about it is, no more putting your leads, once you've exported it, gone through the faff, exporting it to Apollo, putting it through a third party like a Million Verifier to then verify it again. They triple verify their leads. So it just takes the aggro out of pulling lead lists. But now you know why Listkit is such a powerful tool. Let's dive into the live demo. So we're gonna go to that screen next, and basically I'm going to show you how I would go about scraping a lead list, and I hopefully this is going to take me less than 10 minutes. And also I'm going to offer a little hack I do, which kind of helps make my list even more targeted and that much more effective. Anyway, I'll see you in the next screen in a sec. Hi guys. Okay, look, we're now on list kit, and as you can see, this is the interface here. And well, the beauty of list kit is it is very self-explanatory of exactly what you need to do to kind of build that really targeted list to supercharge your outreach. So as you can see, we've got company and people that you can split up the searches via that to help hone your list further. So let's say I'll walk you through how I would go about building a list. So I'm going to pick something quite niche. So let's start with wastewater. So we'll take the industry. Let's see what comes up. Wastewater. So waste treatment and disposal. Okay, so we could include that. Water waste, steam, and air conditioning systems, probably not so much. But I would say probably waste collection and waste treatment and disposal. Those are probably the two in the industry filters, the ones that would be the most applicable to a wastewater business. So technology, I would say, so this tag is brilliant, but I'd say this is more predicated if you're trying to target a SaaS business or anything like that. So it's not going to be so relevant to a wastewater business. So number of employees. So I guess for the purpose of this video, I'm going to pick these two things. Personally, when I do my outreach, I always prefer to go for businesses within this range. And I think anything more, when you start targeting, let's say the CEO of a business that have got more than 200 employees, chances are they've got a million other things on their plate. So I just always find this kind of employee range are the best ones to go to. I've seen the best results. So we've done that, company name. So on from that. So if you're then struggling what you could do, what you want to do in terms of keywords, a good thing to look at is data visualization. So this toggle here, and you can kind of see some of the keywords that are coming up that you may want to include. Top 5 countries. So this is massive in France. That's interesting. I actually didn't know that. I'm actually working on this for a client. So this is big for France. And then you can see the average company sizes, so people come under this. So let's say, the next thing is we've got company, technology, keywords. So we've got headcount. Yep. So we've got headcount. So I would say, so as you can see, look, so another thing you can do is if you include company, you could take the URL of a business you're thinking about targeting, or any businesses you want to target that are similar to that, and you can actually search that company. And then once you search that company, you can then click on the data visualization button, and you can see all the keywords that would come up for that particular business. So so we've gone through industry, done technology, employees, hiring. So again, this is probably more relevant if you want to target recruiters, or if you want to do some offer around that, is, if it's relevant that they're hiring for that particular role. And then we've got the region, continent, country. And you can also exclude companies. Maybe there's a previous list you've run and you did a bespoke, account-based marketing and campaign to a particular industry, to a business. And you want to exclude that particular business. So the thing I always do then to hone this a bit further. So obviously the next thing you can do is the job titles. So you want to do C-suite, but as you can see here in this toggle, you've got an option for the exact match or contains. I would always go for the contained one, because the exact match is then only going to filter people if that exact word or that exact match, the way they've laid it out, is in their job title. Whereas, founder and CEO, for instance, then wouldn't come up if it's the exact match. So whereas if you did contains, you're then kind of doubling your efforts. You're going to be targeting people that have either got founder or CEO in their job title. So that is here. So job title. I think this is fairly self-explanatory: city, region, country, continent. So that's here. But so basically what I do though to help get everything a bit more targeted, and I've found it's a bit of a hack, is, so if you hop over to ChatGPT and I'm looking to target businesses that are in the wastewater sector. I'm in the process of creating a lead list from a data bank. To help me hone this list, can you please think of all the keywords I could include? As you can see here, we've got all these great keywords. I would then plop these into the keyword section, here. And yeah, anything that includes that, and that will help hone your list that much further. But yeah, as I said, like it's super straightforward. And let's just go through. Okay, so I won't actually pull the list, but this is what you do. So you'll then go through how many people the company. So normally I would probably cap it about 10 people per company. And lead quantity. So look, we've got a lead list of 3,123. So we want 100 of these leads or 1,000 of these leads. And here, lastly, you want to click the exclude option. The reason we have the exclude option is essentially if you've already pulled a campaign in this niche, it will exclude all emails from previous orders or all leads from previous orders. So you basically just don't end up buying the same leads twice. So it'll exclude all of that. So I'd really recommend doing that. But yeah, I know, as I said, it's not actually overly complicated, and that's actually the beauty of ListKit and why I use it, and it's so effective. So yeah, I hope that was useful, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next video. Bye for now.